Hello, kid, and welcome to our first class for the trimester. Our topic for the week is the states of matter. The states of matter. I'm sure we are familiar with this topic because I have introduced it to you in class before now. But by way of a review and iteration, we'll be treating this topic again to test your understanding of the topic. So here we will discuss the following. In other words, the objective of this class is that we'll learn the meaning of matter, we'll learn some examples of matter, and then we'll learn the states of matter. It's going to be a very easy and short one, at least a quick way to introduce us into the trimester. So are you ready? If you have your writing materials, you can just jot down some important points while I teach. It is noteworthy that everything is made of matter. I hope you know that. In fact, if you do not know this, then it means you are not my people. Because I say this all the time in our regular classes. The air you breathe in, the food you eat, the clothes you wear, everything is made of matter. Having this in mind, we'll now go further to learn the meaning of matter. Yes, you got that right. Anything that has mass and occupies space. Even my pupils in elementary 1 can define this. It's as easy as that, easy and short. Matter is anything that has mass and occupies space. Beautiful. Some examples are rock, water, air. If you noticed, I gave each example from the 3 states of matter. We'll look first of all at solids. I said earlier in that slide that there are 3 states of matter: solid, liquid, and gas. So what makes solids spectacular? What makes them unique? They have a fixed shape and volume. When I say fixed, it's another way of saying they have a definite shape and volume. Their shape and volume don't change. They are not compressible. You cannot force a solid into a small space. And they have tightly packed particles. And some examples are grains, rocks, table, and humans. Yes, grains, rocks, table, and humans. All these are examples of solid particles. You can add your own examples. I'm sure you have some already as I teach. Jot them down somewhere, okay? Now, the next state of matter we'll be looking at is the liquid state of matter. What makes this state of matter unique? And what makes it different from the solid states of matter? This one has an indefinite shape but a definite volume. Indefinite shape means that it has no shape. What is the shape of water? You cannot tell. It takes the shape of its container, but it has a definite volume. Its size does not change, right? Then they can be compressible and they have fairly loose particles. Some examples are saliva, urine, water, and oil. What is particular about all these? They can flow. So another characteristic or property of liquids is that they can flow. As you can notice amongst these 4 examples on the slide, they can flow, right? And the third state of matter, which is gases, is what we'll be treating right now. These ones have indefinite shape and indefinite volume. Indefinite shape means that they have no shape. Indefinite volume means that they also have no volume. They are compressible. In fact, they're the only states of matter that you can force into a small space. If you give them a big space, they occupy gladly. If you give them a small space, they force themselves into that small space because they have very loose particles. And some examples are bubble, steam, fart. Yes, you got that right. Many of you like to fart, especially in class. It's very wrong because you inconvenience other people. And the last example is air. All these are examples of gases. The third state of matter. Okay. To test your understanding, let me see whether you've been following in this class. I'll give you a little homework for the next class. Make a list of matter around you. Yes, just go around your environment from your class to your home. Make a list of matter, then group them into solids, liquids, and gases. That's going to be very easy, won't it? Very easy. Give it a try. Do that, write it in your note. You can submit to me in class so I can verify your answers and know whether you did well. Then for our next class, I want you to think about this. You need to read about this. Do you think matter can change from one state to another? For example, can a solid become a liquid? Can a liquid become a gas? Think about it. Then make your research before our next class. Okay? So that as I teach, you also have something to share with me. That way our class is interesting and you learn more. Thank you, darling, for listening. I hope you enjoyed the class. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the notes and questions section. Until our next class, it is me saying goodbye.